Todd, we're coming off the back of last night's AFLW draft. We've got 5 new young talents. Do you mind talking us through our pick number 5, Alicia Pisano? She hails from Eastern Rangers. What type of player is she?
Yeah, it was a very exciting night, and Alicia is going to be a very exciting prospect for us. She's had a terrific career to date in the under-18 competition, a left-footed goal kicker who can win you a game very, very quickly. She's going to really enjoy this environment and develop quite quickly.
And then at number 12, we picked up Riley Wotherspoon. She's a bit of a cross-coder, is that right?
We got onto Riley actually through Georgia Gall, so they played cricket together. Riley's from Mackay and then moved to Brisbane for some schooling opportunities, and then went back to football this year. And we see her as being that powerful on-baller that we probably feel we've been missing a little bit, but she can also play half-back in case we need some coverage with Madigan moving on. She's such a good kid, and we're really excited to get her down and just work with her. She was a trainer on at Brisbane and acquitted herself really well in some of the scrimmage games, so we're really pleased to be able to execute that.
And we picked up Jacinta Herose at pick number 24. She's a tall ruck, but it's coming off some injury woes, is that right?
Yeah, we're going to run with Herose, is what's sticking with her at the moment, is her nickname. She's done 2 ACLs in the last 18 months, which is unfortunate, but she's got such great perspective on it. She almost feels a little bit relieved that she did the second one because she can feel how strong her first one is. And height is just such a rare commodity in this competition. And whilst we feel really comfortable in our ruck stocks with Loz, Ree, Georgia Campbell and Talia Gillard, we'll spend some more time through there. It's just too good opportunity to bring in some height and to invest, and especially with where Jacinta's at with her body. We know that it's going to take 2 to 3 years before she's ready to play, and we can afford her that time given our depth.
Pick 29, we're lucky to pick up father-daughter selection, Gemma Roni. She spent a bit of time at the club, so it must be nice to see her finally join the D's.
Yeah, it's a great story. That's a great rule that we have in our game, and it's a little bit different for the girls because it's minimum 1 game the father needed to play. But Gem's one of the rare ones whose dad's actually played more than 100. She's a rebounding halfback, super quick, can also play on the wing. She's been in around our environment for 2 to 3 years now. So we're really happy that we get to bring her in, and she's going to be really comfortable really quickly.
And then at pick number 55, we picked up Delaney Madigan. Do you mind talking us through what type of player she is?
Yeah, Delaney's a 19-year-old that went through the Eastern Rangers program as an overager again this year. She's a key defender. She had a really strong back half of the year, culminating in a really good grand final performance. So clearly we've lost some defenders through the trade period. She was a really important need for us to bring in. So as a 19-year-old, she's a little bit further advanced than some of the other players in the pool, and she's going to be able to get to work really quickly, and we're excited to see where she can take her game.
So now that the draft is done and dusted, do you feel like as a club we were able to achieve the things we wanted through this draft?
Yeah, well, overall our strategy was to attack this draft really hard. We thought there was some good talent available through it, and the talent's only going to get better in years to come. So to be able to position our picks where we did, be able to get some needs ticked off, some different players that can change the way we play, and also allow us to move some players into different positions, we're really happy with. So it's been a rare opportunity for us to get access to those really well-credentialed kids in the past. So to be able to achieve that is a big tick for us.
We were able to get those high draft picks off the back of the trade period. Now that we've had a chance to sit down and chat, how did you see that trade period panning out for the club?
Yeah, I think first and foremost, it's always hard seeing players leave, and we're really grateful for the service that all the players gave us, whether they were trades, delisted or stepping away from the game. But that's part of the process and the game. So we were really clear a number of months ago internally, some discussions we were having around what we needed to do to evolve the team and keep growing into what we want to be moving forward. And so there were some hard decisions and some collaborative discussions that had to take place there. And it really allowed us to do what we needed to do with our draft hand. So yes, sad to farewell those premiership players and even the girls that didn't play in the premiership, but they'll always be welcome here, and they'll go on to different things for them, and hopefully they have good careers, but we're also really happy with what it means for us.
On that last day of trade period, we saw the 11 club trade, which is a pretty big one for the league. How did that pan out on that last day? Yeah,
it was an interesting day, lots of phone calls flying around. It was becoming clear that there was maybe some issues with getting some of the players to their homes, and that we all needed to come together to find a solution. So a few clubs drove that discussion. Ultimately, we were hoping not to be part of that process. We feel like we've got a really good track record in being able to get our own deals done, but that was what it was going to take for the broader competition and was in the best interest for everyone at that stage. We don't think that it's something that's sustainable moving forward to be doing 11 team trades on the last day of trade period. I know it might, make for good headlines, but it's not the way that we sort of want to do business, and whether we need to explore different mechanisms or if it's just competition evolving with, different sophistication levels at different clubs. We're not sure what that looks like at the moment, but it's not a thing that we intend on being involved in moving forward unless it's absolutely vital. We're really comfortable in how we operate in that space and that we can achieve what we need to without going to those lengths.
Within that trade period, we also saw a lot of key players re-sign with the club on longer deals, which is really exciting with the new CBA. How nice was it to see that commitment from some of those key Ds?
Yeah, it was fantastic because clearly we had a lot of movement, and that can unsettle you at times, but the players are really clear in what we wanted to achieve and they're really aligned with where we're heading. So to see players, signing 2, 3 year, 4 year contracts is just fantastic reinforcement that they know where we're going, and also for them that we really trust the future of the club in their hands. The first time we've been able to do deals for that long, and we think we've got the right balance of long-term extensions and short-term extensions. So, it's sort of case by case. It works for the player and it works for the club, but puts us in a really good position moving forward to be able to continue to look at how the playing list looks, how we can reward people and how we can attract people.
Now that all the movements for 2023 are done and dusted, what does 2024 look like? How is the club placed for next year?
Yeah, we're really excited by 2024. We've made a number of program changes and we'll continue to look at that side of things over the coming months. And then clearly people have seen our personnel changes. It's quite unique in that the timing has changed of the draft. So, we've been able to get that elite talent, and now we actually get a really good leading to the season to work with those players. So they're going to be much further advanced than what they otherwise would be. So that puts them in a great position to really push for selection, but also to push the players and to be really comfortable in the environment straight away. And we think we're in a great position to compete next season, and that's everything that drives us, is to put ourselves in the best position possible to try and get the ultimate. And whether we get there or not, time will tell. You need a little bit of luck, but we're really comfortable that we're putting the right things in place for us to do that, and to hopefully turn up year after year and put ourselves in the best position to compete. And that's ultimately what drives us.